All right, everyone. Welcome to this Minecraft mod showcase here on the channel. I've got a really epic mini-map mod to show you guys in Minecraft, which I think should be in any gameplay you ever do. It's a very awesome mod edition, and it's just so slick, so smooth. There's so many settings and useful features inside of it. So I wanted to show all of you on the channel here. I'm in Minecraft 1.21.5 and I'm on the Java edition, and this is only for Java edition, this Minecraft mod here. And you can see on the side here, we have a very, very slick circular mini map. So this is named the Xaero's Minimap mod, and it's just epic. It is the best mini map mod I've ever tried in Minecraft. It is that awesome. So I'm going to kind of go through the main features and the main settings you can do in this mod, but by all means, check it out for yourself. But as you can see, it does have your block coordinates and also the biome name, which you can actually enable on the actual map. But we have a full view, a very nice top-down view of the Minecraft world here. So we're currently in this village, and you can see the village on there. There's also a bunch of markers on here. So obviously, if there are players on a multiplayer server, then those will appear as well. But these other markers are actually entities in the world. So you can see here, if we go up to this one right here, this is this iron golem right here. And I can actually prove this by going to the minimap settings. So using the Y key, we have the minimap settings here, where there is absolutely loads of them. There's loads that you can actually check here. But if we go to the entity radar settings and make sure that the display names are always on, you can see here the iron golem is shown on the map, as you can see here. So that is basically done with every entity in the game, which, you know, it is a bit cluttered at times, but you can tweak the settings a little bit to kind of make it a little bit better. But it can be pretty useful in certain situations, depending on where you are in the world. So pretty epic. Now, as you guys can see here, if I end up going to another biome, you can see it actually switches over to a flower forest. So it does actually change biome depending on what area you're actually in the Minecraft world. And this mini map will also work if you're in the Nether or in the End, so it does not matter where you are in your world. Now, another very cool thing about this mini map mod is that it has a automatic cave mode, I guess you could say. So if we go down here to some caves underground, you will see that the map actually changes when we go underground. So you can see here, it like switches to a alternate cave rendering mode, I guess you could say. And you can see here that this bit of lava is shown on the map. And I actually like that the map actually follows you underground, because essentially the areas underneath in the Minecraft world are like their own little areas, their own little biomes, if you like. So as you go further down, it should also follow you into the cave systems. And now we are back up on the surface here. You can see the map has now restored itself. If you want to put the biome name underneath the map, like I have right here, you go to the minimap settings, and then you go to information settings, info display manager, and you can then actually enable biome in this menu right here. Now, also, this minimap mod does have a waypoint system, which is very useful. So if we go to the U key here, we have the waypoint manager, which will have all of the waypoints. You can add one here as well if you wish, or you can use the B key. So if I wanted to mark this particular village right here, I could select B, and then I can select a color, and then I can put village in here. And once we've done that, it creates this really nice little waypoint. So the waypoint isn't an eyesore at all. It's quite a nice little waypoint, and we can see it in the world, but we can also see it on the map as well, which is pretty epic. We can then also go back to the waypoint manager, and we can then also delete this as well if we want as well. And we can restore it if we delete it by mistake as well, which is pretty epic. So we have that. You can also do a temporary waypoint as well. So if you use the numpad and the plus button here, it creates this like temporary waypoint like this. And this is actually added to your manager, which you can delete afterwards once you've actually finished with it and all that cool stuff. So there's that. There's actually more when it comes to waypoints. So like you would imagine, there's also another very cool thing with this, where if you actually die, so if we die on top of this house here, like so, and you can see here that we now have a skull icon on here. So we have the latest death waypoint. So one thing that's pretty cool about this is I think you can probably configure this if you want. But if we go up to the latest death here, it automatically disappears or gets deleted when you get near it. So if you die and you want to get back to your items, the latest death waypoint is very, very useful in that scenario. But you know, it's a really insane mod. There's lots of different settings you can change. You can change, you know, the view and what the zoom is like, what kind of frame it has, what sort of shape it has. By default, it's in the square setting, but I actually prefer the circular setting, and you can change lots of different things, like even the position of the actual map as well, which is pretty epic. And the list just goes on. So by all means, download this mod and tweak the settings yourself with what you actually want and what you actually prefer. Now, one thing you can do is you can lock the minimap in the north direction. So this essentially locks all of the directionality of the map. So if we actually do this here and go back, you can see that we now have a arrow, which is showing us as the player, and the northwest, east, and south are now fixed on the map. So it very much depends on what your preference actually is. I don't really mind it moving around. Like, I'm quite fine with it, but some people might find that a bit confusing, a bit disorientating. So yeah, it very much depends on what you actually want. And that's about it, everyone, for Xaero's Minimap mod. So the Minecraft mod page is going to be in the description, and you can check that out and also download the mod from there. And yeah, hopefully you have fun with it. I think it'll be useful for quite a lot of you, so be sure to check it out. If you want to follow my socials, they're on screen and in the description. If there's any other Minecraft videos you want me to do, or any other Minecraft mods, let me know, or any other tutorials, let me know in the comments down below, and I may do it for a future video. But take care, everyone. Hopefully you have a nice day. Stay happy and healthy as always, and bye-bye.